Greetings and welcome, Sweeney Dunston here with another episode on the World of Solitude server. Tower behind me is going to be getting some new pumpkin and melon farms in this episode, so if you enjoy Minecraft gameplay, snapshot updates, and tutorials, go on down, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. So before we get started on the pumpkin and melon farm, just going to do a little bit of a tour and show you guys what we've done recently. So Spiral Queen has put in this dock here, and it's looking pretty outstanding, I think. She had one design here that didn't really work out so well, and I think she's going to be moving that over to the island, and we're going to be expanding the island as well. Not a lot of work has been done up here, but we're going to go downstairs and show you where the real work is. As you can see, we've got some more storage in here. We've got shulker boxes galore. We got stairs going up, looking really fantastic. We now have a place for everything, and we do have to do a little bit of resource gathering later on, but I'll do that off camera. I'm not going to bore you with that. And we do have some extra spots back here, as well as this centerpiece here. And yeah, our sorting system is still back here. Still got a couple of things I need to put in back here, but that's fine. But we are definitely going to be connecting up these two right here today. And we probably noticed now we've got a couple of shulker boxes out the front here. One contains all the items needed for the pumpkin farm, and the other one contains all the items needed for the melon farm. Now what we're going to end up doing is placing these guys in here, but we're going to take this floor out, take the wood out, and build this thing as tall as we possibly can. Probably all the way to the ceiling there, so that way when we come across the bridge we can see what's going on. And also we're going to be putting in hoppers from this farm over to the other one. And we're also going to be putting a dropper system so that we can shoot them into a water stream and send them over into the sorting system. So let's go ahead and take out that floor. And now that the floor is out, we are going to have to find a way to reroute this thing because the Guardian farm is kind of in the way. So we're going to have to do some kind of fandangled business to get these hoppers over to that side from this side. So I'm just going to dig down just a little and see... Oh, okay. Never mind. We're good. We should be fine. Just go right the way over here and we should see... There we go. Awesome. Now we're going to have to find a way to put our dropper system into a water stream and shoot this stuff all the way to the back. Now I'm going to go ahead and take out the tunnel here. And what's going to happen is the tunnel is going to go all the way over to the sorting system, but we're going to be able to see that through the floor. So once I come out to where the wood is, I'm going to be able to dig upward a little bit and make this water stream fairly nice. Alright, so I've got my way straight over here. Apparently I'm not going to have to go curvature at all because we are right here in the middle of the water stream and this leads right into the sorting system. So that is absolutely perfect. I'm just going to block that off for the current moment though. And I've decided not to go all the way up to the third block up and be able to see this through the floor because there is hoppers back here for the sorting system and it's going to be a continuous cycle of one item going all the way down through the cycle over and over and over endlessly. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to pick these torches up because we're going to be placing in some water streams and whatnot, and we can't have that going on. So there we go. However, I will be taking this layer out so that I can place in the ice and everything. And then I'll come back through and place this back in along the way. So just going to take it out all the way over. And then start on the water stream. And now Spiral Queen's over here messing with us. I don't know what in the world she's doing, just shaking her head. Okay. Anyway, so we did get the cobblestone placed in, we've got the ice placed in, and on top of each one of these ice blocks we have a top slab, and that's going to allow the items to flow right underneath and into the system. No problem. Now, all we have to do is place a bucket of water then place the slab on top of that, and as we saw, that's how that works. We're going to place the bucket of water right before where the slab's going to go. So ice here, water there, slab there. Pushes everything in that direction. As we see, we can throw an item on the ice, and it's not going anywhere, but that's okay. Typically, the idea is that it will push everything in that general direction, and we should have ourselves a nice little system in place. So I'm going to get the rest of this little bit done, and we'll get back to the actual farm build. Now that the water stream is in place, we throw a block in, and as we see, right off into the distance it goes, as always when you build one of these. But this is also going to help me decide where exactly I want to put the dispenser that's going to shoot the items into said water stream. And I believe that's going to be right there. And the timer for that's going to be back here. It's just going to be cycling a redstone signal and shooting this thing off like crazy. So the hoppers are going to come into the side of it here, and the timer is going to be right back there. Might have to do a little bit something strange here. Not sure if it'll fit, but if it does fit, we're going to do it. Hopefully it'll fit. First things first, we got to get our dropper in place. So we're going to break that, destroy our torches and whatnot. There we go. Okay, and I put that one block back too far, so I'm going to have to grab that and place it right there. Now the water's flowing in the proper direction. Go down here and pick these up and relight this area. That way it is deemed safe once again. There we go. Looking good. Now we can get started on the redstone bits. So take those out. Going to have to move my stair thing that I've been using to get up and down. And now we have to do some fandangled stuff. Like I said, not sure if it's going to fit. Hopefully it does. Chances are I'm going to have to go out this direction with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these out. Take those out. As well as these. Still probably not going to fit. Because if I... Yeah, see, that's a problem. That's a problem. We're going to have to rethink this. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to do it this way because yeah, I didn't have enough space putting it over here. So the dropper is now over here, and we're going to place a comparator coming out of that guy with that right. That's still not going to work. That's still not going to work. Oh, come on. So I've had to move everything just a little bit to get this thing to fit in because we can't go that way anymore. We can't go that way. And one thing that I have been doing is, because we don't want mobs spawning in here, is placing slabs anywhere where there might be a spawn. So that's a thing. Spiral Queen's just kind of watching. I don't know what exactly is going on there. Anyways, go ahead and grab our comparator. Place it there. Block there. Redstone dust here. With another block here. And a repeater here, set to 1 tick, and then redstone dust there, there, and there, with blocks on top of these two here. And now we should be able to, if I'm not mistaken, there we go. Perfect. Now it's hook up the hoppers. Now, as we can see, we've got all the hoppers in place, and they're leading right into that dropper. It's not a dispenser, as I might have called it earlier. It's easily said, easily confused. Anyways, so the hoppers are going all the way through the wall as we see there, leading over to this side. And this is where, obviously, the pumpkin farm or the melon farm, one of the two is going to go here, the other one on the other side. And they're going to be dropping their goods right into these hoppers and right into the system. Next, I do believe... Oh, thank you, Spiral Queen. Thank you. Next, it's time to get started on the actual farms. But first, I want to fill in some of this floor that I took out, which I didn't need to. Don't know why I did that. Hey, special behind the face, right? Hashtag brain fart in the comments. And now it's time to start on this thing. So I want this thing fairly centered. I mean, it's not going to be perfectly centered, but we do want to be able to see inside it from up top side there. So let's just go ahead and place in 2 of the dirt right here, just to make sure we got this thing going properly. That looks good. And now we're going to... Right, stairs are going to go here, except they're not going to go that way. They're going to go upside down. We're also going to need sticky pistons. I totally forgot to grab sticky pistons. Okay, got the sticky pistons. I did not forget those. Totally did not forget those. That did not happen. Don't know what you guys are talking about. Come on, Dunstonians, you know me. I don't forget things. Or do I? Alright, so we're just going to place in all of these stairs and hoppers and things of that nature. And then we can get started on the rest of the redstone bits, which is going to be extremely not fun. And I've completely built it backwards. Completely backwards. The pistons are supposed to go to that side. Jeez. Well, let's tear it down and build it again. Okay, now we're got it on the right side. And we're going to go right back here, right beside the stairs and the dirt, and we're going to dig one hole down. Actually, if you want to see a tutorial on this build, I have one. Although, fair warning, it's very old, and the audio might be a little bad, actually. So, yeah, careful with that. If you want to go watch it, feel free, just fair warning. Now, it is time to place in the fun bits. These observers right here are going to be really fun to place in, because not only do I have to place them in the proper position, but I also have to pillar up, place redstone dust on top of them, and just, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, yeah, that's what happens. So I'm going to do some more of this and cut back in. That looks about right. All those are now in place, all the dirt's in, but before we go and plant anything, we're going to have to do one more little thing here. I cleared out some of this stuff down below, but yeah, I'm going to have to do one more line of it. Let's see, the outside wall that we're exiting through is here. Good, good. So that means we're going to have to go this way and then back up, because we're going to have to connect a ethos timer to this build. That way we can have this thing operating on its own, doing its own thing, no problem. And we still have to clear out that slab area right there, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and build this guy right here up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have both of these things fully lined up, good to go. Put in those, and also we're going to be taking out these two hoppers, because they are not going to be used at all, because this is the area that the melons and pumpkins are going to be falling on, whichever one's going to be going over here. And we go down here, we'll see that we got this observer here, and the one over here as well. So what we're going to need to do is get on this side, actually, place that, place a redstone torch there, and that should, yep, okay, brought all the stairs back in, perfect. And now we're going to have to go around it to the other side and do the exact same thing, and then we're going to put the ethos timer right in the center here. Alright, we do have all the redstone in place, the ethos timer is set up and ready to rock and roll, and is actually rocking and rolling right now. This thing should be firing off any second now. There it went. All the stairs all the way up, getting pushed out. Think I need to reset those repeaters just a little bit. Go ahead and put that up to a full 4 ticks, because we are on a server here, and in the single player, it only needs the 2 ticks. So hopefully that's going to fix the problem. And if it does, then great. If not, I'll have to do some more tweaking. Looks like the 4 ticks is going to do it. Now it's time to close up the floor and go ahead and get started on the glass. Oh, there's the exit. Oh, and there's Spiral Queen yet again. All the fun bits are happening on the World of Solitude today. And close off this floor. Good deal. And that's all lit up down there, so we shouldn't have any spawn problems. Now the water on this one is actually going to go here, so I need to actually change this up just a hair. Alright, here we go. And grab the torches, light this up like, not like that, like that. Perfect. And there we go. That is now all lit up nicely. Now all we have to do is close in the, this area here, as well as this area here. So something about like that. And actually, I don't even need that right there, so we'll just go ahead and break that piece. And pillar this thing all the way up to the very top, then fall back down after we place our water and start placing in our seeds. Placing in the final blocks of glass here right now, and actually what I'm going to do, the water is actually going to go right there, and this is going to be just a little bit tricky. Okay, a lot of bit tricky. I'm going to have to fall down into here, and that's going to push the water down into there. Not going to be the bestest of things to do here, but we are going to go ahead and do it. If it breaks any redstone down below, that is fine. It is what it is. We'll have to go back down there and place some torches, I know that. And now we can start placing in our seeds. So, we're going to place the plant on this side. It's going to grow over to that side. Stairs are going to push it out. Fairly simple. Alright, now we can actually break that bit of glass and start working on these things. And if you're wondering why I'm not losing my breath, it's because we have plenty of the hearts of the ocean around this base. So I'm not going to be drowning anytime soon. We have 4 of them, 1 on each corner basically, and it's working pretty good. I wasn't thinking, and now we've got an issue. It's an issue that I can fix. Let's go ahead and do that. After learning from my past mistake, I figured this time I'm going to do it properly. The other side has been fixed, and now we're going to do this side right. Now we're going to place the sea lanterns here, replace some glass, go up another block, place in a bucket of water, get that next one ready, plant a seed, and repeat. And now I'm going to have to do this all the way up to the very tip top, and then this thing should be absolutely done. And they are done. Ha! Awesome. Now all I'll have to do is AFK for a little while and see if these guys start rolling in. And actually, I believe, yeah, I'm going to go into the other side and see if the melons are actually starting to grow yet. This thing's looking pretty good, though. Okay, this is the side I was just on, so I need to go this way. A little bit confusing. Just a little bit. There we go. No, not growing yet. But, yeah, I'll be back with a jump cut and see how this turns out. Bad news, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is not working. 2 hours have passed. We've knocked holes all the way up through the roof just to give it some skylight. Still not working. It works in my tutorial that I did in 1.8, and it works in 1.14 because I built it again just to make sure it still worked prior to building it here. And it worked. 1.13, it's not working. I don't know what the heck's going on. But I did consult with Racecrafter, and Racecrafter states that it's possible that, well, in his case anyway, when he built his, he said that putting a air block above the plant, like taking this dirt out, moving it up 1 block, that would help, because that's what he did with his, and it works fine. So that's what we're going to do here, and if I want to do that, it's going to be rebuilding the entire thing, so I might as well scoot it over a block or 2, and then add another one next to that. So we got a double section, which would equal a little more than what we have here in this. So yeah, that's going to have to be a thing for another time. May have to do that off camera in between episodes because, unfortunately, I'm out of time. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell so YouTube is letting you know when the next videos come out. But until next time, stay positive, and I'm out of here.